Questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow. Let your business.
Morning, everyone. Steve Fleetwood here from Star Business Consulting. This is podcast number 13. And today we've got an email consult that we're going to go through with you in a little bit of detail. So something a little bit different. And it's a business level 2 business, so around 6 million plus. So I'll go through the case study with you. It's actually a real case that contacted us, and he's allowed us to go through it, but no names mentioned, but all the statistics are spot on. Metrics. Okay, so hi Steve from Star. We enjoy your blogs and find them quite informative. I thought a nice and easy way to introduce ourselves was through the email consults. Great, nice and simple. And I want 26/7, as you mentioned, to be vastly improved. So I thought I'd touch base here. Here are all our statistics and metrics. See attachments, balance sheets, cash flows, profit and loss last 3 years. I've not touched our business plan. Maybe next step. Is that okay? Yep, no problems here. So the more information you can send us, more jigsaw pieces we have of your situation, so we can see your forest very clearly that you're working through. We are looking to increase and improve sales per sales reps, currently averaging between 300 to 750,000 on average, say 550,000 total, cost approximately 200,000 per rep. As you can see, we run a lean ship. We have a turnover of just under 6 million, level 2 business as you state, and we'd like to maximize our top line. Okay, so this is really around about where you realize that you really don't have all the expertise to grow your business and make it an 80th or 90th percentile business for your industry. So number one, we would like to, via new markets, maximize our top line via new markets, existing market expansion, example, interstate, great. Operations efficiency, how? Number four, any ideas on financial balance sheet, as I know you have a master's in applied finance, as well as that's integrated with sales and marketing plan. We like our accountant, but they have a tax focus and a business, corporate, enterprise, and entrepreneurial focus that's integrated, synergized, as you suggest in your PC vlogs, blogs, with our financial plan that serves the sales and marketing plan. So absolutely, it all has to be integrated and working well together, like 4 or 5 cogs all spinning together rather than just focusing on one cog and the other components not touching or meeting each other. Number 5, can we use your concept of blue ocean here? If so, how? No problems. Your build, borrow, central strategy has us intrigued, but we're not sure where to start. Any ideas here would be great. No problems. We'll go through that for you. And number 7, I'm keen to explore interstate options or tuck-in strategies who have been talking with other not-for-profits. Is this viable? If so, how? No worries. Been thinking about having a business consultant or mentor accelerate the company in my own business now. Okay, well, you just have to think commonsensically that every football team, every professional sports team has a coach and training staff and consultants in. So I'm not sure if you could imagine a Premier League team having no coach or training staff trying to win the Premier League Cup. Okay, so that's a bit nonsensical. So obviously there's many reasons why for that to happen. I'm in my mid-40s and still big future ahead of myself. Yep. And also, would you recommend doing an MBA? If so, why? No problems. I have no formal education except on-the-job training and working in the field in industry, and worked hard moving up through the ladder. Thanks, Alfred, not his real name, CEO of XYZ for profit. Okay, so it's got a lot of questions and we've got all this information. I'll try and make this short and sharp. So executive summary for him, Just quickly, number one, financials overview. So you have a consistent top line earnings and growing slightly above GDP around your industry benchmark. So we have to look at your existing situation and compare where you are in the market. Your margins are okay, return on capital, equity investments, and assets are benchmark for your industry. Employee cost to gross profit is 70th percentile for your industry and good, but can be improved here. Sales employee to gross profit is 50th percentile for your industry. See attached research, so you can improve here quite a bit. So there's opportunities for him to improve his efficiencies, which is good, of course. And your balance sheet can be improved. See specific suggestions below. I won't go through that because that would just take too much time. So sales number two, sales and marketing. Your marketing is okay, your branding needs work, it seems outdated. It seems about 90s and 2000. He hasn't done a full rebrand and target analysis. Please start ASAP here with your marketing and doing. Are you omni-channel integrated? I will need to view your business plan. We don't have it, but I would say probably not, probably only 10 to 20% of the way there. Have you segmented your markets and marketing be specific or generic or a bit of a hybrid of them all? We don't know. We don't have enough information. So there's some of the questions you need to ask yourself. Your salespeople's performance seems quite good, and we would need further breakdown sheets from your sales manager if you have one or yourself. And we start doing further metric analysis and then forecasting for new markets and plans. So that's the sales and marketing. Just a quick few points there. Skipping ahead, recommendations. I would recommend a full rebrand here that's reintegrated with the new markets you wish to target and consider the options interstate. So one thing we haven't talked about so far is here we've got, I would recommend a field trip to these new markets with yourself and your sales marketing manager or your number two or your number one salesperson. Okay, and assess the available viability really. I'd recommend this many times for clients for international. I've recommended this many times for international market expansion, state expansion, and bring new ideas, insights, and strategies whilst having real world boots on the ground. So you need to go and explore and get in the trenches of the new market so you have the grist of what's going on, what you'll need to do in these new markets. So it can't be just an ideology in your mind, just a ethereal idea. You have to get out there and look around, boots on the ground, and go through the trenches and the forest for your new markets. Right. So your idea is very grounded, and then you'll be able to see the practical and pragmatic aspects. 5, 10, 15, 20,000 investment for research is cheap for top end potentials and results. So true, if you're going to spend $20,000 to get your top line go from 6, 7, 8, 9 million over the next 3, 5, 7 years, that seems like a good initial investment for research. Oh yes, I put a little bit of an anecdote in this consult. Also, my investment advisory company, I'd travel around Australia, overseas a bit, and I'd get compare structures, strategies, operations, and business financial models, conferences, company meetings, boards meetings, and so on. So we'd get lots of different cards in our card deck, and we'd pick and choose what we would like to add specifically for our company, so we could accelerate a lot faster. And this is in essence what he's wants to do. I'm not sure if he's aware of it yet, but that's what will happen for him once he goes through the explore, discovery, research stage into the assessment evaluation stage for himself. Make sure you visit at least 3 cities or locations for your market you're thinking of. Yeah, don't go just to one market. So whatever, say Brisbane, Perth, whatever, you want to go to at least 3 cities. Spend 1, 2 days in there, and if you can, set up meetings with the people over there, so you're broad enough in your understanding of the current and future markets. Right? Yeah, quick snippet on his strategies: build, buy, borrow. Your growth seems to be market and industry norms, so your strategies will be what's expected. So if your GDP, if your growth is GDP and industry standard, then your strategies, guess what, are everyone else's. So that tells us virtually straight away you're not thinking outside the box. You're not really being a strategist. You're not really employing blue ocean strategies, innovative values, and leaps of values for your business or for your market. We don't have your business plan. That's your strategic plan, which sits within this. That's right. Your strategic plan sits in with your business plan, your marketing and sale plan. and your functional and so on and financial plan. Thus, there's much opportunities here. However, you may need new expertise skills here. That's right. So if your strategy is everyone else's strategy, that just tells us you don't have the expertise available within house, or there's some leadership issues going on. So remember, new strategies generally give you an evolutionary leap in top line or a revolutionary leap. So your evolution is the micro, and revolution is where you go like that, right? Blue Ocean gives you that. Unless you have a new product or service that you're about to launch, which I'd assume would be your interstate or tuck-in strategy is what you're thinking there. So I'm assuming it's only been build only. That's what you've been doing. It's been doing a build only. Let's have micro improvements, both internal and external. So I'm going to assume this is so. So the recommendations here for strategy, I'd start with build first to get to at least 80th, 90th percentile on virtually all aspects of the business. That is current all aspects of the level of development for the more sophisticated approaches of buy and borrow. Think of it like getting the first business model to 90th percentile before you go and expand, while still problems with, say, a leaky tap, plumbing, and design. So you want to get it all up and running to very high levels of efficiency first before you go into serious expansion, which interstate would be for him. Yep. Once you have the basics mastered, SOPs, AI integration, sales and marketing growing, and improving with right metric formulations. But looking from top down, start your marketing plan with a focus on rebranding and build from there. Yeah, so some of the basics aren't really done properly or thoroughly where they could be. And so he needs to start thinking of improving that area of his business. Okay, working with staff from here. So from here, book a time with myself, send the details I've requested, a whole list of information. Please send through your answers from questions below before our next booking, as this will save a lot of time for you and ourselves. So it's quite extensive, but it's always better to do the work up front first to see all the viability for improvement, development, improvement, and growth. And what we want is quick, easy gains in the first month or two to build momentum and a sense of greater success and possibilities and potentialities of where we could go. Thank you for your queries. Your organization has some good talent and sound knowledge of your market. So from here, answer all the questions you can, send through your current information with initial 1 hour interview. Okay, so I've cut out quite a bit in this email consult, the recommendations. Otherwise, be here quite a while. It's anywhere from 2 to 4 pages for some business around here for an email consult. But you get the idea. Stick to the basics. He needs to do a rebrand, needs to do some research and assessment and evaluation before he goes to his next stage. With his MBA, I would recommend it if you have the idea for your career business goals to be in the senior suite, senior executive, or if your business is your own business, you probably don't need an MBA up to probably about 2 to 5 million. Before that, you could still do it. I mean, that's what I did with mine. I didn't need it. So I did it reverse. I didn't go to college and get an MBA. I did it reverse. I built my company and then I went back to school. So there's many ways to the top of the mountain, many ways to the top of the pyramid. If you're a CEO or board member and you're watching this and you still have, I'd say, 10 years left at a senior level, at that level, definitely get your MBA. If you're planning to run a 20 million, 50 million company, definitely get your MBA. Just remember, it's a 2 year investment, 20 hours a week for 2 years. So what's that, 2000? Is that 2000 hours? Yep. And make sure it's a quality course, of course. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, I just scrolled up in his questions. We didn't really cover off on Blue Ocean that much. I skipped that. So uh, he can obviously do innovative value, but it's a little bit like putting the cart before the horse. Just get your basics organized, do your research and evaluation, and you want to combine the two, the existing and the new markets you want to do, and create a whole new Blue Ocean strategy. Come into that with your financial plan. And your taxation strategies really are tertiary, right? Not primary or secondary. You need your top line growing. You need to have strong moats through best practice standards. So That's the approach we would recommend. So Steve from Star Business Consulting, hope that helps. It's a nice, simple, easy email consult right at the stage where people realize, holy cow, we're at 4 million, 6 million, 10 million, and they need some help from professional consultants or business coaches uh, who can assist us. And obviously, the simplest analogy is that the Olympics and professional sports all have coaches and consultants and trainers for obvious reasons. So there you go. Thank you very much, Steve Business from Star Business Consulting. Talk to you soon.
Early mornings, open minds, questions on the table, from vision down to bottom line, we make it all more stable. Welcome to the boardroom glow, where strategy meets what you know. Clear inside every episode. Step in, let your business grow. Let your business grow. Real talk, real change. Leaders sharing gains.